afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, everything amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Kholodny Ferma. In the west, it's DapopeCoH. We'll just call him Pope. Fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 10th Panzer in the east. It is Mean IT Band. I'm just calling Band. Fighting here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Socialism, taking on the role here of the 25th Tank Corps. We got Jaeger Infantry right away with ambush tactics, ambush training, Jaeger Infantry, Jaeger Command, light artillery barrages, and so close air support versus Scout Rifle, Guard Mutant, Shock Rifle, double infantry mines. Heavy emphasis on guardsmen, obviously, but also to some degree heavier armour and artillery of different sorts. Double conscious out there versus going to the MD42. There's Pup sets out for the glory of Deutschland. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. It helps both me and you. Consul sitting out there. Grenadiers sitting out here as well. We got MD14 Norfolks for the glory of Deutschland. Yeah, I probably shouldn't keep saying that. In the south here, conscripts advancing for the glory of Stalin. Heading southwards there. More comes on the way there for Band. Very good there, very good. Grenadiers moving about, heading northwards with MD42 and the Pioneers, who managed not to wind themselves stuck. Hurrah! And the South Band continues his massive Soviet advance here. Sandbags being hurriedly thrown down to the ground as if though to punish it for being dirt. MD42 moving in there. Pioneers continue north. It's interesting to note here he's not going straight for the fuel. In fact, he's more putting emphasis here on a possible aggressive push there versus his opponent's car point, which is the Wehrmacht is always a bit risky. I mean, you can play as aggressively obviously, but it does require some solid MD42 handling in many ways, I feel like. We'll see what happens there. Oh wait, sandbags up here and barbed wire. That looked like they managed to wire stack the entire unit, but somehow they managed to phase through it. Like they're that liquid Terminator from Terminator 2. Since honestly I haven't watched any of the other ones. For obvious reasons, I hope. Fourth comes on the way, then just retreat the Grenadiers, MD4 sitting up there. Heading northwards with the Pioneers in the south here, Grenadiers versus conscripts. Jules being expressed up, the MD42 laying down a deadly deluge of death. Conscripts rushing in from the other end of the arc there. Conscripts continue to fight against the Grenadiers out in the open. That's definitely a win there for Pope. That will be a bit of a slower win. Not sure what's going for. Might be planning a sniper, which versus heavy conscript build is always something a bit more on the, you know, suspicious. And on the spectrum, there you go. Another MD42 for Pope. That's a good pick versus infantry build. You really want that MD42 to help fight the engagements more efficiently. Plus, it just helps, you know, keep manpower bleeding down for the Wehrmacht, meaning you can sort of take up a bit faster if you sort of preserve your manpower wisely using MD42s to actually. So if Pope can pull it off, he's going to be, I think, in a good spot here versus Band. Then this season, the southern point here. We got the second MD42 almost down there for Pope. Up north, Pioneer season the point here. And constantly about there, of course, with ambush training. You can have 2 ambush machine guns, which can be a bit difficult for his opponent to deal with under the right circumstances. Continuing southwards into the conscripts, the Frontovics. And there you go, shots being fired. More conscript around here. Grenadiers firing back with a Kar-98 case. Casualties being slowly inflicted there upon the Germans. North here, conscripts setting out there. Going to be a big push, and there's only 1 Pioneer squad to stop it. We got an MD42 which is moving in. They could maybe deal with it. Flamethrowers on the way. No sign of ambush training as of yet. Imagine Pope will soon be taking up, and Band could also be taking up soon here. Pioneer versus conscript, need to get the MD42 in there. And there you go, Flammenwerfers quickly turn the tide to the conscript as the fires wash over them. And, well, definitely gives them a permanent 3rd degree burn. Almost got a full wipe. In fact, that's pretty strong there for Pope, and particularly even stronger if he actually managed the full wipe. They've been devastating here for Band in the opening moments in the game. Back here, bunker up there for Pope. No sign of tech, though. Back in main bands there, we got the field infirmary up. Very good. Sandbags on the car front with some heavily depleted Pioneers. Bit risky there by Pope, just a bit. Sandbags MD42 moving in. Other machine just remains here, covering up the area, at least make it harder for Band to move about and around the centre. Not entirely bad. That obviously has its risks. If his opponent gets out, say, a mortar, he can just begin bombarding it. We got tech there for Pope, so good. Pioneers retreating as they are obviously in a condition where, if like the Russians were to move up the Soviets, they would be, you know, very quickly dead by just a single sneeze. Then it is heading southwards there. Bit close there to get the medic upgrade in the bunker as well. Standoff in the north, falling a bit behind. And there goes Pump Company up there. Likely going to be expecting a mortar here. That way tries to go for gut mortar for a heavy mortar. That way blast up machine gun. But either way, I'm expecting a mortar there. Back here. Bunker, there we go, getting upgraded. Can build the light to make a nice company with the pioneers. Meanwhile, there we go. Gonna do something in there. Machine gun moving in to back up. Very good. In the south lawn, gonna do something in there. Getting out some early pans. Gonna do this could be a good option here for Pope in particular versus Conscript, who build pans. Gonna do this tend to be a very good investment, and they do synergize nicely with ambush tactics as well. So you can then set up a good ambush. The ambush bonus, which gives them a nice accuracy bonus, is really helpful for the assault rifles. So there's sort of some benefits there. Although we'll have to see what he goes for. Fast 2-2s can also be quite potent, and even a fast 2.5 tech could also be quite effective. Right now, Pope has a lot of options really versus Band. It's a question what he does go for. Band, by the way, is not going to go for mortar. In fact, he's going to check straight up ahead there for the tank command. Not a bad pick either, though. He could try and rush out an anti-aircraft half. That'd be pretty effective versus his opponent, but we'll have to see. All right, Kant's going for long swing here, flanking around the machine gun, avoiding here Pope's hard point. Very good play there, and Pope's going to have to put up the machine gun, or he's going to have to respond harder. He's flooding manpower. Seems like Pope might be suffering from a bit of indecision versus Band. Perhaps he's not entirely sure what Band's plan are, and he's debating with himself. Does he go for the pack 40 and get ready for the T-70 or half tech, or does he, go for something else? Like Pansco. Instead, he goes for the 8 command squad. Also a solid pick. 5-man squad with 3G for the thieves. Ambush training already upgraded onto them. Smoke grenades, even the flares. I mean, overall, very solid unit, but it's still the matter of the fact he's still, basically sort of had 500 manpower floating at a critical early game moment, which I'm not a huge fan of just for that. And I feel like just getting out some pans and then backing up the 8 command squad would, I think, have been a much stronger choice there for Pope. But that's, again, just my opinion. Machine gun that remains static. Definitely not a big fan of them. We've got Grenadiers moving in. G for the fees on the way. The Gewehr 43. Yeah, command squad moving ahead here. He would try and flank up the machine to set up covering out here. And there you go. Band goes for shock rifle. Pack 40 in the way for Pope. Again, worried about tanks and light vehicles. And certainly sounds like we're going to hit CT-70 there. Grenadiers here. Command squad here versus the conscripts. Machine guns are basically doing nothing at this point. And while I can understand you want to secure a point, at a certain point you have to ask yourself, is it really worth having 520 manpower? So sitting about in 2 buildings, not really shooting at the enemy, because remember, if they're not shooting at the enemy, they're not really doing an awful lot, and that's really a critical element there to keep in mind. I mean, again, you want to secure points, but you really also just want to be hurting the enemy with them, and currently that's really not what these machine guns for the most part are doing. So this is also one reason why I always advocate using machine guns actively. It's not just because in a more direct sense it just makes good sense, but it also just means you're actually using the resource. Again, just 500 training manpower doing nothing is not good for you. Meanwhile, again, you got your opponent with 4 conscript moving about there, using them actively. So I mean, if you're 520 manpower isn't doing anything, it's, well, they're kind of a waste of resources, aren't they? So while I can understand wanting to keep one area secure with a machine gun at all time, having 2 machine guns doing nothing is a bit, too much in my opinion. T's on the way there for Band. Pioneers are pushing back the conscripts, very good. More engineers on the way there for Band. Possibly might need to be planning minesweeper siege, just in case Pope has been mining, though so far we are not noticing any mines from Pope, though neither are we from Band, and that's certainly also a bit of, I would say, a possible mistake there. He's going for flamethrowers though, but even then you usually want some mines down. Points here, being wired off, very good. MD42 finally on the move there for Pope, finally. Also, the cutoff here is exposed. Theoretically, push forward with the machine gun set up here and just make it hard for his opponent. Of course, now we do have the T-70 out, so it's a bit too late for such antics there from Pope. Though he actually could have done that when a lot of his opponent's infantry was up in the north. He could have actually gone for the car point, the machine gun, maybe some other troops, and hit it. Yeah, command squad setting up. Pack 40 there. He's going for double packs. At this point, it's either an indicator he's worried, he's already falling far behind his opponent, or it's an indicator he's already just, planning something big, which, considering he hasn't Tiger tank access with the Jaeger infantry, could it be an indicator he's already planning to go for tier 4, which is pretty risky. That or he's just terrified of the T-70, which is understandable. A T-70 is a really powerful thing and can be really difficult to deal with, but I'm not entirely sure if it's worth 2 packs and not just, tossing down Telemines here and there. But anyways, either way, he's going to have 2 packs though. Telemines up in the north, very good. Machine gun there covering up as well. Going to scram the northern victory point. Overall, so far we got most of the map here though to Pope again. Band and the 25th tank corps holding a bit back there. Pack 40 moving down there. Right in time for a welcome shot there at the T-70. There we go. Great hit here through the T-70's light armor with a 75mm shell. Molotovs, that's going to be a problem there for bands, machine guns and whatnot. He can actually flank out the machine gun there. He might actually want to lay down some barbed wire here initially to sort of make it a bit harder if you punch creep out the machine gun with a Molotov actually. Launching Northern Assault in the south. Slow progress there, catching the gears, repairing the T-70. To be careful, we're going to need a negative cover, plus the comes ahead cover. Oh, he's not paying attention. Pope is not paying attention. There you go. Man to barely get out of them in the nick of time. Up north, the assault's going in there. Grenadiers carrying the flank, sort of. Jaeger command squad in the further south here. Machine guns got a deeply exposed flank. No S-mines or anything there. Big infantry push here, and Pope does not have sufficient forces to stop there. Meanwhile, in the south, the assault is also filling fact. He risks losing a pack forward there to ban. This is not good. We finally got some punt grenades on the way there for Pope, but we can sort of start to see some issues there with how Pope is using his machine guns. And there goes shock troops moving in. They can pop a smoke grenade and just push against the machine gun here. So all the way, even here, the machine gun, despite being in a sort of dominant position, has kind of lost its usefulness there. And usually you kind of want to be able to predict when that happens and actually have your machine gun moving before that happens, so you know you're actually doing more with it elsewhere. So I'll definitely sort of call this a bit of a demerit there to Pope so far. Again, his machine gun handling has been a bit on the slackish side. I mean, going down machine guns, I think is good, but you need to use them a lot more actively than Pope has been doing here. I feel like he's in a much stronger position than he had. Anyways, T-7 trying to go for the Pioneers, Pack 40 is struggling. And this is also a bit the issue with the packs. I mean, again, they can sort of struggle to certain terrain like here to actually catch a light tank without getting exposed themselves. There are some challenges here for Pope versus Band. About to load in there. Almost got a full bop. There we go. Full bop the shock troopers. Big win there for Pope versus Band. Back here, troops in reinforcing. More shock troopers out to replace the ones that got blown to Kingdom Come. Yay, command squad here making short work with the conscripts. And farther up north here, we got punch with the conscripts back up machine gun. There we go. Much better, much more active machine gun usage. Quickly winning engagements. Thoroughly there. Need to treat the Yay command squad before Band puts it 10 feet below. Lots of action here, lots of chaos. Band could also soon begin taking up here ahead of Pope and begin pushing for bigger tanks than the T-70. Got the T-70 falling back, by the way. Troops have been forcing healing. Yeah, command squad need to reinforce fast. And he really also should consider taking up soon. I mean, the faster Pope can push for tanks as well, the better for him. Just the Vermont, you kind of want to try and push out the CoH2 as fast as possible. But that, of course, jeopardizing yourself and you yourself too open to T-70s, obviously. But even then, like, you can rush out an Austin or something like that, usually in a very good spot. And so far, though, Pope isn't quite there. He seems unconcerned with all the pressure in the north as he's pushing hard into the south. There's only a single T-70, but the problem is the packs aren't really great for handling the T-70 here. So he's going to have to either launch a deep flank with the Grenadiers to get behind it and Panzerfaust it, or he's going to have to get lucky here versus Band. Pack shoot misses. We've got the Panzerfaust off though. Pack 40 moving in there. Machine gun following up as well. Pack shoots again, misses up here. MG42 dealing with engineers. Conscript flanking the machine gun here. Panzerfaust versus Conscript continue. We've got D for the freeze up on them. Jaeger command squad moving in. T-70 routed. Got the south sort of open there. A lot of action here. Conscript slowly being bled out by all of Pope's northern forces. Troops moving in to carry out the retreat of the T-70 here for Band. Good response. And shock troopers moving northwards here to give Pope in the north a bit of a headache there. Machine needs to move to support, I think, and there you go. Conscript charging ahead, they're getting focused down here, taking heavy damage from what effectively is 5G for the freeze at the moment. And there you go, the bigger trouble, of course, is going to be the shock troopers. In the centre, Conscript coming in here in the south, Conscript holding up there as well, could try and blast out the cover with the sandbags, or with the pack, not with the sandbags. I don't think sandbags can be weaponized like that. Shock troopers popping a smoke grenade there, making the machine gun temporarily useless. Back here, nothing further going on. Engineers about to fix the T-70. Situation a bit messy there for Pope, who is finally taking up though. Good for him. Band meanwhile has not ticked up yet. So right now he's been able to deny his opponent his fuel point. Very good. Tech halfway done. Troops reinforcing here. Still no sign of any ambush camouflage. Bit of a shame really. It's actually a good component of Jaeger infantry. It's not the winning component, but it's still a very handy component. I definitely feel like it's one you shouldn't be overlooking too easily. Machine gun coming at the centre here. Conscript digging in. He's making good use of the sandbags there. Thumbs up to Band for that. Got a lot of troops heading out there. Tech almost done. Should prioritise that with the Pioneers. Actually just rush back. Get the CoH2. Meanwhile, Band's playing the mechanised armour company up. Very good for him. A bit of a problem there for Pope. I mean, if you were to say push the KV8 right now, Pope would actually be in a lot of trouble since the KV8 is really good at countering Pack 40s. Like, really good. In particular, the isolated, the Pat KB always wins, more or less, unless, like, you know, you got a surprise teleman and something else, and even then the KB chance is a decent chance of getting out of there, depending on the situation. Shock Troopers rather, though, as we got an elite infantry assault here by Pope with the Jaeger command squad and the Panzergrenadiere. See something northwards here. Packs and sort of watchful precision machines come up the centre here. In fact, seems like he's got too many machine guns coming there. Up north here, command squad of Grenadiers for the engineers. Further north here, big push there. Conscripts retreating in full. Panic retreat there from Band, and we got the T-5476 on the way there for Band. I honestly feel like KB would have been a great choice, but T-5476 definitely is not bad either. Direct hit from the Pack 4 and the T-7 light tank, and he's getting close enough with the Panzerfaust, but not enough to finish it off, but it will keep it out of the fighting for a while, so I mean that even has its merit here. Machine gun there definitely should be doing something a bit more than just parking its, well, tripod there. Meanwhile, he needs to get some armor out soon, or if planning tier 4, which I really wouldn't recommend in the current state here. He really needs to be a lot faster about it, though. He really can't just afford to sit back now as it is. Seizing the southern point here, grab the centre there. DapopeCoH, good. He's not stalling for a Panther, whatever that is here. The sandbag sandwich. Got some fighting there. He's about to get grenaded and routed here by Band's shock troopers. Panzerguns moving in the halfway to Veteran T2. T-5476 are mobilised for Band and the Red Army. Yeah, command squad will not be having an easy time versus that. In particular, as half the unit is just immediately obliterated by the T-34. So DapopeCoH there for Pope. That'll be a Panther 4 there in the way. He could also go for the Stu, but I'm guessing he's going to the Panther 4. Good as the Infantry, of course, can't fight the T-7 and the T-34 as well. Nicely. So we'll have to see what he goes for, but he should definitely be pressing that button fast, whatever he's planning to go for. MD4 versus the shock troops in the centre up north. Yeah, command squad ambush and the conscripts landing some great hits there. Immediately dropping several models. T-70 chanting in there, or T-34 in fact. Ooh, that could be a pretty good hit if it takes in the route there. Nope, doesn't. So there's the Pack 4 to back up. Panther 4 final way there for Pope. Good hit there. Big push here though. Shock troops being suppressed by the MD4. Two other Pack 40 moving up. Need to get the first one out of there. Jaeger command squad find their cover vanishing. Need to retreat them now. Good hit in the T-34. So there they go. Jaeger command squad wiped. A bit of a blow there. Panther 4 halfway done. Had he had that Panther 4 sooner, he might be able to hit them. There you go. Pack down. Big problem there for Pope. Need to get more troops in there, but the troops are bogged down elsewhere. So that's a bit of a problem. There we go. Might have a chance of taking the T-34. That'd be pretty big here. We got the incendiary barrage on the Pack 40 though, and this should allow the T-34 to get out of there. Oh no, doesn't. He predicts correctly where it is and knocks it out. Great shot there by Pope. Though of course there's still the major issue. His opponent's going to grab the Pack 40 and turn into a 6-man pack, which is going to be a real pain in the posterior there for Pope to deal with. Troops tugging in there. Finally got some other troops moving northwards there. He's going to have to replace the Jaeger command squad. Panther 4 finally mobilised as well. They're adding the Pinlock machine gun. Pack being hauled off there by Band. Doubling to popping into. A bit risky to be honest. There's a tiny chance of a demo charge, though again, not likely, but even say that they're going to flame for that could have been pretty ugly there for Pope. But imagine if that been a demo charge. They'd someone managed to sneak in a demo charge while Pope wasn't there. Boom. That would have been GG, I think. Panther 40 northwards here could take out the T-70. That would leave Band in a really bad spot. Even if he managed to see, like, you know, the Pack losing a T-34 and a T-70 in a short amount of time would be a pretty big tactical win there for Pope. In fact, it looks like it's going to be a pretty big tactical win there. Go T-70 down. That is very big there for Pope. That is a big problem for Band. Meanwhile, in particular, Pope would just to, like, add more armor now, like he's sneaking Osvins and such. He could quickly overwhelm Band and, you know, finish him off. So we'll have to see what Pope does. Pack shooting in the Panther 4 north, needs to get out of there. Panzer there ready, still no ambush camouflage, but of course at least they got the bonus there from combine arms to make it harder for the Con to deal with them. Here going for the carve point, nice move there. S-mines down there. Oh, almost covering all but the most relevant spot, so that's a bit awkward there for Pope. Panther 4 on some nightly repairs, and more pioneers, very good. Still should push for more armor. Again, an Ostman right now I think would be absolutely amazing here versus Band. Absolutely amazing. Back here, troops reinforcing him. Just another Panther 4 would also be pretty good though. Still no sign of ambush camouflage on a single one of his units. And there you go, another Jaeger command squad out here for Pope. Again, he could have gone for an Ostman instead. Again, here I feel like that would have been a better choice, but either way, just bringing out more troops right now is the best choice for sure. And more units generally. Fixing up the Panther 4. We got 356 versus 403. Band does have a victory point lead over Pope here. Grabbing the southern victory point. Pioneer moving ahead, machine gun there covering up, preventing any sort of immediate direct push here from the Grenadiers. Interesting enough, they're not using the heavy cover they laid down by the enemy, but that'll get a bit counterattack force here from Band to just deal with that. Huge shock towards the Pioneers. Panther 4 could try and support a bit. Then we got the Jaeger command squad joining in the front. Nicely dodged grenade. Band might be trying to solve from the eyes too here. A bit risky, in particular if Pope does pull for more armor. Oh, he's not though. He's actually going for tier 4. That's definitely risky. He should be away up against shock troopers. Oh, it's shock rifle. And his opponent's of course got a pack 40, so things get a bit dicey here for Pope. We started to pull for tier 4 run, just push more armor now. Ambush camouflage in the pack 40, almost got wiped here by the Jaeger command squad. That should definitely be push now. Go for it. Oh, he doesn't. Missed opportunity there to recapture it and deny it to Band, who is now roughly a few minutes away there from the IS-2, whereas Pope is several minutes away from where he's planning there. Sees the center point. Panzer's moving about in the north, very close for T2. Yeah, command squad there was the conscripts at range. Nice little light ambush there. Conscripts setting in, Panther 4 being fixed up there. Heavy Panzer Corps going up for Pope. Panzer's there, 16 kills, 52 closing out on the conscripts. Could flank up here and assist the Jaeger command. We need to get out the fire there, go routed. Calf point open again. Fresh push in the north here as Band is trying to keep Pope off guard. There you go in the south. Engineers routed with valiance and skill. And there you go, Heavy Panzer Corps up. Maximum load for Band to help contain all of Pope's elite infantry. Definitely a very good move there. In the south, double Grenadiers was the conscripts. Panther 4 heading northwards to counter the infantry advance there. Gaining veterans 1. Shock troopers obliterated. A pile of corpses lined up. And there you go. Pack creeping up. Unbeknownst to the Panzer Grenadiers, they hit Band's fuel point again. Of north holding the line. Still no ambush camouflage there. They're using the T-34's heavy cover. Nice work there. So right now Pope is definitely swinging the game aggressively in his favour. Though of course if he had a tank out here, another Panther 4 Ostman, he'd be I think in a much stronger position. In fact he could probably just wreck a lot of what Band has inside of his base with that. So we'll have to see what he goes for. Meanwhile though, Band is definitely going to go for the IS-2 though. Again, it is being delayed here by Pope's aggressive plays. The machine gun also providing covering fire. Though again, ambush camouflage could add another dimension to that. Bun grenade here be good for. There we go, sent to the conscripts. Incendiary artillery barrage there on the MD-42 conscript about to get wiped out. And yes, got the wipe. Machine gun, the forced retreat, mines. Oh dear, that Telemine could be knocked out here by the fires. Panzer there expressed the maximum. Good pushing there by Band there. Got artillery fire response here on Band and his max machine gun crew. Light machine gun crew, or heavy machine gun crew, medium machine crew. All right, suffering heavy casualties as most of the maximum gets cleared out in a matter of moments. Down to just 2 men. Still, the car point has been claimed up for the Red Army. Pioneers need to get out of there. Heavy and intense fighting here. Moments away from the IS-2. Pope going for a Panzerwerfer here, I feel like, is a particularly bad call. He's just lost his Pack 40. He knows he's up against shock rifle. He should definitely be expecting an IS-2, and he goes for the Panzerwerfer of all things. That is definitely, I feel like, a bad call there by Pope, and definitely feels a bit out of touch with the situation at the front line. That definitely feels like a bit of a bad call. And then guys, to off a Band. And then the Panther hits, so he doesn't have time to, like, you know, cancel it. So he's going to have to likely go for Stutz. In fact, he's just about to use his Pack 40 number 2. He may recapture and then go deny it to his opponent, at least the distraction. But even then, one pack 40 and Panther versus an IS-2 is not great here for Pope. Because the Panther is not going to be of any use against that. Adding the pin-mount machine gun there. Straight into the Telemine though. Small chance here maybe to turn this around and actually, prevent his Panther over there from snowballing out of control and becoming a major problem for him. Panther over, of course, is typical. Doesn't really hit anything. You need to get really close for it to have like any decent hits, and he doesn't follow up either, so the IS-2 gets away and his Panther just whiffed. So right now, while Band's IS-2 is going to be out of the fight for some time, it's not forever, so you can easily get it back in the fight there. Meanwhile, any response Pope has going to be another Pack 40, which is still going to be brought up to the IS-2 and the incendiary artillery barrages. But, can't really keep up with it either. I mean, he's going to have to, either go for a lot of Stugs, he's going to have to go for a Panther, and the Stugs are, I think, going to be the optimal choice because they have the rate of fire to really threaten the IS-2, whereas the Panther does not. Obviously, just cost-wise better. Well, obviously, the Ghost Fire, of course, for Band, he can then follow up with a KB8, in which case, he can absolutely shut down any packs that Pope might get, and, of course, the Infantry. Fixing the Panzer IV. Creeping out with the Pack 40 again. He may want to pull that one back for a bit of reinforcement at the very least, maybe some healing. Shocks were saying southwest there. We got 356 versus 253. Still no ambush training. Still no ambush training. Infantry launching a light scale counterattack to reclaim the or defend the south there. Or perhaps he's setting up for flanking the fuel point but encounters the surge there. Either way, he's moving in. I want to split up his troops a bit better there. Ooh, that was an awkward front grade. Still gives the Shocks with a few free shots, but ultimately they're going to go down to the G for the feast in the centre. Fresh push by the IS-2. Jaeger commands got caught by the IS-2. Pack shoots, misses. Oh, the Jaeger commands got takes the worst path to retreat through. Troop big spurt for the MD-42. IS-2 blazing forwards. More Telemines down there. Need to get the Panthers away from them though. There you go. Pack and Panther shooting the IS-2. One shot goes for another bounces. Machine gun there getting glassed by the IS-2. Shot bounces again. Both shots bounce off the IS-2's front slammer. Pack 40 moving ahead here. Another shot from the Pack 40. Misses the IS-2. No one goes through Panther fire here in the centre. Conscript take a minor casualty, meaning we got 2 kills in the Panther for now. I guess that's better than nothing. Troops moving through the south here for Band. Pulling back the Pack 40 there, ambushed again still. Panther 4 hanging back, half 8 to actually 2 IS-2 being repaired once more. Panther 4 sneaking ahead. Not entirely sure what he's hoping to achieve with that one in turn. Best the IS-2 and there you go. Pack also launches the ambush, getting a great hit on the Panther 4, putting him down to less than half health. IS-2 takes a hit from the Pack 40. Up here close to the base there of Pope, we got Conscript sneak forward for Band. Gonna leave moving in. And we got artillery fire here, I guess, out on the Pack. Hoping to silence it. Ah, every shot almost goes off the mark here. Oh, close one, but not quite, not quite. Smoking close, but in the end, still not enough. Panther 4 being fixed up again. Pope is getting very close to the Panther here. IS-2 being fixed up. Up north, machine remains here. Still no ambush camouflage. In the south, the Jaeger command squad, then before we need to reclaim the south here from Band. We got 356 for 218. IS-2 there could also try and strike elsewhere. They constantly hold the centre. I mean, if he's only got one Pack 40, he's covering the centre. If the IS-2 strikes elsewhere, it's going to be really powerful there versus Pope, to be honest. In the south, the constantly being on. There you go. IS-2 charging in with no anti-tank weapons nearby. The Jaeger command squad is in trouble. Unit got wiped out. Looks like the shock troopers paid the ultimate price in service of the motherland. Goes Panther fasting, and it fails to make much impression on the IS-2. In fact, the Mark just getting wiped here. There you go. In fact, almost gets a full wipe there. IS-2 with 10 kills. Closing in, closing in. There you go. Almost got the wipe, almost got the wipe. Down. Machine gun crew down to half size. Pope can now go for the Panther. The Panzerkampfwagen 5, and there you go. Panther on the way. Machine gun wiped as well. Staggering catches for Pope. As with only one Pack 40, he's got no real sort of flexible way of stopping the IS-2 and slowing it down. So if Band suddenly shifts direction with the IS-2, I mean, there's not really much Pope can do to actually stop it. Dennis was engineers in the Panzer Grenadier here, both ace level. His destroying the machine gun to deny it to Pope. Very good play there by Band. Then we go with the ones standing about in the north there. Great hit from the Pack 40 on the eyes too. They're very good, very good. Another hit. Target weak point is technically available, but I think with that more firepower to back it up, it's not going to matter much. Panther 4 moving out. Heavy defense in the center as always. 9 kills in the Panther 4 this time. Better. Pack no takes direct hit on the eyes too. Oh, Panther 4 landing good hit there. Ooh, nice hits in the constantly to get the Panther 4 out there eventually too. Get it out of there. Get it out of there though. Pope. Scheiße. You're about to lose the Panther 4. You silly sod. That was a lucky one there. Panther moving ahead here for Pope and Deutschland. Pack takes a great hit from the eyes too. 19 kills on it. Panther moving forward. Straight for the eyes too. Engineers moving in as well. Great hit there on the eyes too. Frontal armor. 1 kill in the Panther. 1 kill in the Panzerkampfwagen. Direct hit from the Pack 40 on it. Does he pursue with the Panther after the eyes too? He does go for it. He does go for it. A bit risky. Oh, never mind. Backs off. Allowing the eyes too to get away. Need to fix up that Panther fast. And the Panther 40 needs more pioneers for that. We got a Panzerwerfer barrage off in the Pack 40. At least an attempted one. Knocks up some dirt, but that's about it. Back here, troops reinforcing. KV8 on the way to the band. Obviously have to deal with the infantry, but also the Pack, I imagine. Up north, machine gun behind the T-34 wreckage there. Halts in advance there from band. Very good. Yeah, he needs more pioneers, and he's getting more pioneers. Very good. Set the minesweepers to help with repairs. Worth noting, by the way, that band has, I think, not laid down a single mine. That's a bit of an oversight. Panzerkampfwagen for the neat repairs. Panther being repaired. Fun fact about the Panther was very high in maintenance, as they were quite unreliable in with the later models. It was not uncommon, for example, for half a Panther battalion to just be in need of maintenance a lot of the time. KV8 moving ahead here though for band. And there you go, infantry exposed, no immediate combat ready armor. Of course you can't just move the Panthers, since the Panthers are no big threat from the KV8, but yep, sending in the Panther. Always going to make it harder there for Pope to sort of move about finding one like he wants to. KV8 quickly falling back. He knows there's going to be an armored response, but even then he's just pricking away that Pope, needling him with his armor. More shock troopers up for band, putting him back at 3 infantry squads. Panther gunners was the consequence of north east using the point here. Panther guns in the end with 26 kills moving in. Panther 4 setting in there, 21 kills. Panther almost good to go again. And there you go, Consul caught with the Panzerkampfwagen 3 out in the open. They're easy targets for the might of the Panzerwaffe. Contest up the heavy damage. Grenade off in the Panther 4. KV8 ace suits now charging in. There's his attention in the north. He strikes through the center. A nice aggressive move there by Band. Catching that Panther in a bad spot, knocking out. Pack 40 shoots, Panther off it. Panther needs to turn around his frontal armor here. Needs to get the Panther 4 down there as well. Pack needs to try and get off a target weak point on the eyes too. Pack moving ahead there for Band to further assist here. Direct hits on the Panther. Needs to get the infantry points to clear up the support weapons. Not Pack falling back here, or Panther falling back alongside the Panther 4. Now it's the Pack that's exposed to the eyes 2 and the KV8 here. Gonna need to bring him getting scorched. It's turning into a mess here for Pope in the face of Band. There you go. Pack shoots, no target weak point though, and now it's getting murdered up close by the US and the KV8. Panther's moving in finally, but he's too worried about the Pack 40, and thus loses the Pack of his own because Band clearly isn't afraid, partly due to the KV8, which as mentioned is great at dealing with them. Panther fast in the eyes too, no enough in support here. Panther force deep lock upon the north. Panther's almost wiped in the process. Panther going forward. KV8 moving into block alongside the Pack 40, very good here. Could even use target weak point to frustrate here Pope's pursuit, and now he can actually destroy the Pack here with his eyes too if he wants to. In fact, he may just do that. Panther lands a good hit on the KV8. Okay, looks like he's not destroying it. Panther moving from the north there, half 823, 30 kills. Oh, he's switching out the 45mm gun there. Panther moving in. Saving the Pack just narrowly, but there's still the eyes to the Pack 4. And there you go. Ace Pack 40 there versus the Panther. Needs to get out of there fast. Combat blitz. May not be enough. Oh, it is. Just barely. No, wasn't. And the Panther is down. A big problem there now for Pope, who of course has no other armor. He's going to have to go for Stooks at this point, I think. Trying to set up for another Panther. I think it's not going to be about good move. Although the engagement came down just to Band being more of the aggressive one, having the initiative, but also supporting his armor, I think, a bit better, whereas Pope was sort of just all scattered already as Band then attacked, and he sort of panicked, and that just gave Band sort of better mobility, just pushed through and did a lot of damage. And now he's dealing with the other Pack 40 as well. That is damn cheeky there by Band. Damn cheeky, but you know, he's gone a long way with this cheek so far here versus Pope, so I mean it makes sense. And there you go, Incendiary to current the treat as well here from the Pack. Doesn't quite pan out fully. The Pack still dies, but we got 320 versus 178 in the south here. Yay, command squad. As the conscript looks like Pope has entirely forgotten about them. Fixing up the KV-8 first. 3 kills, close to 13 to 1. So he's going to go for Stu, or is he going to try and go for another Panther here versus Band? KV-8 moving ahead here. Back to the flamethrower on that one. The KV-8 will be replaced by a T-34 version with a flamethrower, which basically just had the flamethrower mounted in the hole, so it didn't need to switch between the two guns effectively. You could just fire both the 76.2mm gun, but also just the flamethrower at the same time. Little fun fact there. Another T-34 from the way there for Band. Not bad at all, unless of course you're Pope, since any more Soviet tanks is overall pretty bad, since he's lacking in firepower rather dramatically. Sandbags up north. I2 sitting in there, very close 52. Kholodny squat and punch against the quality for the IS-2, direct hit. Mentioning 2 gain there, go flank by the Panther, great by the Pack 40. Could get a Panther pass off here as well. There we go. Mentioned to 1, but out of range there to maybe follow up with the target weak point, in which case if it had been a bit further ahead, then he could have gotten off a target weak point. He might have had a chance dealing with it. He needs to pop that now to stop the KV-8 though, I think. Maybe. If it at least tries to push it further. Shock was going for the Pack 40 though. Shocks are being annihilated here by the Panther with the Panther 4 combo. There we go, in fact, almost got a full wipe there. Yes, looks like Pope is setting up for another Panther here. Another Panzer Kampfwagen 50 for the 476 shot and head straight into the mine. Can the Pack see it and shoot it? Almost got it there. Band there, clearly again relying a lot on his cheek that didn't have it pay off this time around. Oh, fell short though. Bad luck for Pope, great though for Band. Panther number 2 on the way there for Pope. Will this one prevail where the first one failed? Watch and find out. Pack and Panther folks the KV-8 here. Shots going through the frontal armor. Down to half health. Machine gun there being scorched up horribly. Constant shots bouncing off the KV-8's frontal armor there. Pretty good luck for Band. The North Pope continues, or Band continues advances for the Pope's lines as well. Panther halfway down there for Pope and the 10th Panzer Division. Short on infantry, short on armor, short on, well, most things except enemies. P-Fed force using repairs. Pack hiding in ambush, ace level. Kind of bold there, but at the same time, an otherwise strong position, as long as, of course, it doesn't get cleared out by something. Panther almost done. Something up there. Panther setting out for Pope. He'd hand the Pinmont machine gun there. He is adding it, so that's very good. Heading northwards with the lone T-34 from 6. Eyes swimming for the center. Another bold strike here as he senses weakness in Pope's center. Pack 4 landing great hit there from the ambush on the Panther. Another hit there already going through. Up north, Panther with the conscripts. T-34 will engage the Panther 4. Veteran feed down the Panther 4. Shot bounced. Grab the southern point. KV-8 moving ahead here. Panther 4 charging in with 36 kills. Another unit wiped out. Looks like the Panzers bit the dust here to the KV-8. 13 kills, 22. The situation is getting more and more tense and bad overall for Pope. Panther moving ahead here. Troops taking a watch in the centre. Maximus MD42. Jaeger got to flank and deal with it. Panther being pushed back by the conscripts. In the centre we got the Cape moving in again. Then Jaeger is about to get scorched. Almost got the Maxim though. Pack there creeping away. And got Maxim down. Pack 40 moving ahead here up north. We got there some good shit for the Panther here. Oh dear, Panther exposes rear to it though. Not good, not good. Got the H5 out and there you go. Jaeger Command Squad's about to get knocked out here by the KV-8 and wiped out from the face of this earth. Panther moving in, engaging the KV-8, doing heavy damage, but still we got the re-exposed to the damaged engine. Panther 4 falling further back. They need to be supporting the Panther, to be honest. H5 moving up, of course, still got the Pack 40 operable here for Band. We got intended till it called in as well in the Pack position. Panther falling back. Panther 4 moving ahead. Band is just driving here the engagement versus Pope. Pack 40 fighting in the fire, being slowly burned up. T-54 charging ahead there. Panther 4 absorbs the hit meant for the Panther, possibly. I'll shoot the go straight forward. Pack down. If he has a chance, it's going to rely on blanking the IS-2 with the Panther 4 and shooting as many shots as he can into the rear of it. Panther's main gun is out. H-85, KV-8 moving forwards there. Panther 4 flanking the IS-2 there. Panthers are pretty much in toast at this point. Panther 4 landing great on the IS-2. No, he backs off too fast, possibly. Another hit there. H-5 moving in. Panther 4 bounces the shot somehow. Another hit. They almost got the IS-2, but now the IS-2 is backing off itself. Pope has very little left now here versus Band and the Red Army. Fixing the KV-8 there with 15 kills. Another Pack 40 for Pope. Whereas at this point, they just fought for the KV-8 and the incendiary artillery barrages. Showing the Pack 40 with the H-85. Cut off the northern fuel. Pope's going to have, at this point, I think, just hope for Stooks to get out in sufficiently large number to overwhelm his opponent. More shock troops out there for Band. They're going back for the car ponds, all losing the cut fuel pond itself. Panther 4 is being fixed up there by the Pioneers, at least prioritising that one fast enough. IS-2 very close to virtually free. That's definitely a further problem for Pope if it gets there. Pack 40, Panther 4 good to go again, 36 kills. He's burning it just in case they might be hiding some troops for the point there. He's taking no chance with the A command squad. Central player there, sensible. Punch right over the Panzer 4. There we go. 40 kills in that Panzer 4 though. Doing some saves down to those conscripts and taking the artillery barrage on the Pack again and the machine gun. And as soon as the Pack moves, the KV-8 dashes in there. 16 kills. Burning its way through everything Pope has there. Conscripts pinned down to the ground. Pack shot bounces off the armor. Panther 4 flanking in there. Direct hit here. 41 kills though. KV-8 flanking the Pack 40. IS-2 going for the Panther 4. Panther 4 falling back rapidly. Escorting its way here through whatever Pope has. He's going for another Pack 40, but honestly at this point he should be going for Stug, since the KV-8 can't burn a Stug. That's for sure. But it seems like Pope might still have delusions of the Panther somehow delivering him from this mess he's managed to put himself into. Pack 40 there being scorched up with the KV-8. 18 kills. 20 kills. Pioneers being scorched out of the base here. Grenadiers as well. Just an inferno. There you go. Grenadier squad wiped out. Panther 4 falling back here towards the base. Half health. KV-8 just continues deeper and deeper inside of Pope's base, just burning everything he has. IS-2 charging in as well there. Pack being burned up horribly. Close to the ace level of the KV-2. KV-8. Pack 40 down there. IS-2 moving ahead there. Very close to vetting free. Panther 4 bounces a shot there from the IS-2. Fortunately enough, KV back in, or Pack back in action as the KV burns through it. 31 kills. 32. 34 in fact. Incredibly close to the ace over there. And Band there backs out of Pope's base, having caused incredible damage there to the Germans. And is now effectively in control of the map here overall. I don't see Pope having much a way of bouncing back from this one. He simply lacks the firepower at this point. Panther for the blasting through the shock troopers. T-34 from 6 on the way. Fixing up in the IS-2, HU-5 there. Panther 4 blitzing away. Pack shoots, halfway. This is Veterans 1, I guess. 45 kills on the Panther 4, still alive, and I guess Pope is just pinning all of his hopes on that one. And I guess again the illusion of the Panther being good. Ooh, got a attempted fragmentation shell there, but it failed. Bit of luck there, I guess, for Pope. 33 kills and close to the ace level down the IS-2. Northern point being used by conscripts. We've got 110 versus 178. Going back to the cuff point, and there you go. Another T-34 sinks up for ban in the 25th Tank Corps. K-8 being fixed up. 99 points left here for Pope. 96. Packs ready at the base. IS-2 charges ahead here. And there you go. Ace level IS-2 up north here. We got Jaeger command squads to the country there. We got 84 versus 178. Artillery barrage on the northern victory point. We got more troops coming in there to deal with the Jaeger command squad. Panther 4 being pulled away for repairs somewhere. Over the rainbow. 72 points left. We might be planning for another assault there on Pope's base, honestly. Grab the northern fuel point, claiming it from the Germans, and the south here pioneers moving ahead. IS-2 there with 36 kills. IS-2 heading southwards. Panther rushing northwards. Shock troopers there, holding on. Chang into the shock troopers. Might be able to get a wipe here, but the problem is it going to matter at this point? Is it really going to matter? I mean, you got 49 kills in the Panther 4, a real ace here. A real hero in an otherwise dark moment for Pope, but at this point he needs a bit more than a hero. He needs a company of heroes. And he just doesn't have that. We got 18 points left here versus 178. 15. So that's called in to sort of deny the point here. There's a safe spot though for the Pioneers. 9. But it's not going to be enough though. Yay, commands crossing here, but they're just getting annihilated. 6. 3. And yeah, that's going to be... It buys him like a few more seconds, but the game is still over. And there you go. GG, game over. Loss for Pope, a victory for Band, a victory for the Red Army. I think overall had Pope used his machine guns more actively in the earlier game, but also very critically not gone for a Panther, but just pushed more armor. He probably had a good chance of winning this, but we're going for the Panther, which honestly just isn't that good. It gave Band the perfect opportunity to get back. The problem is for the Soviets first get control is activated for the Wehrmacht to get back at them. Like they just again... They lack that late game firepower. Again, tier 4 is just dead weight in 90% of all cases. And that's kind of the case here again for Pope. And particularly when he went for a Panzerwehr for first of all things. That was just a terrible read on his opponent. So as always, keep a good read on your opponent. Keep a good idea of what they might be doing. And don't go for the Panzerwehr no matter what though. It's terrible. So this is Imperial signing off, and see you all another time for another video. Hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, subscribe, like, share, and all that jazz. This is Imperial saying cheers.